Now, your Alaska Link weather for Anchorage and South Central.
Well, as we march our way into our final days of February, we are noting that we have those large deficit there numbers for precipitation for the Anchorage area this month. Only a trace of snowfall and 0.03 of an inch of precipitation, leaving us with some big numbers there that we will have to feed into what has already been a lack of a snow season. But we know that temperature-wise, staying near average as we average out just around about 21 degrees. But what we see here for our final days of February is that our Wednesday is going to be a quick break, especially all the way through even our Gulf coastal locations with areas of some sunshine. But we will note that Gulf activity is going to return by end of day Wednesday and is going to last into the weekend. So transitioning us here from February into March, watching some chances for some areas of some rain to snow showers. But we will note that with this being northern and Pacific activity, we are noting that temperatures are trending above normal as all the way from our Gulf coastals to our inland spots are we looking to build high temperatures into the 40s. Now into Anchorage here for our Wednesday, we're noting a morning low of 24 and an afternoon high of 35. Still above those averages, but we're not looking at widespread 40s yet as we're just around a more of a seasonable high. But heading into those lower 40s could create some records as that is where they sit this time of the year. So something to monitor. But for our Wednesday, it is going to be a quiet day. We are noting lots of sunshine for our inland spots as we should have that bright blue skies, temperatures build into those mid 30s. We will note it is going to be slightly breezy at times, but it is going to be gusty at points for more of our Gulf coastal locations, noting some 20 to 25 mile per hour gusts as we will be returning to a wave of energy by the end of the day. But we do know that the start of the day shows off lots of that sunshine around, and then we will be noting that the next wave of energy is expected to lift in by end of day. This showing a little bit earlier of arrival than looking to be anticipated, but either way, noting that there will be the return by the end of our Wednesday into our Thursday. That's at least going to keep us underneath some scattered activity for our Gulf coastal locations. Pulling that moisture in is looking very limited for the Anchorage area. Might have some chances this weekend, but looking at still keeping our Thursday on the drier side as we note that we have lots of those zeros for our inland spots for precipitation, but we do see that returning reflectivity for our Gulf coastal locations as we head into our Thursday. So again, for our Wednesday, we should see sunshine at least at some point across the South Central for our Wednesday forecast with 10 hours and 10 minutes of daylight. 8:06 is that sunrise, 6:17 is that sunset. So showing off that sunshine inland, we'll return to that precipitation for our Gulf coastal locations. Generally dry for our Wednesday for the inland regions, but then we'll keep an eye on maybe some hit or miss chances for some of that wintry mix to pull inland as we roll throughout the weekend.